We're ready.
Okay.
So none of them, and that's why Charlie was saying when he called me, he was in Texas. And he said he's going to the Keys the next weekend to get away from everyone. He has no friends.
Yeah. When was this falling out? How long ago was that?
I think a couple of months ago.
When did he call you? On the 20th? When was your birthday?
The 28th?
We probably spoke on my birthday was a Thursday, and we spoke that Saturday night. So like the 30th.
Okay.
And the 1st, the next morning.
July.
Maybe the 2nd, like here and there, but not.
Okay.
So just kind of through the weekend.
Yeah. Because he was away out of town, and then he called me.
Okay.
When he was walking the dog, like that week, a couple of days after, because we only spoke for a little bit.
Okay.
And he was just waiting for everything to be over, he said.
What kind of business did he in? Did you say it was Brian?
Ryan. It was called legal funding. It's like Ryan's idea of, they front cash to people now if they're suing for an accident or something. And then they pay them back later with interest or something like that.
Uh-huh.
So, but I'm surprised to see all his friends aren't friends with him anymore.
Actually, they've been all friends since childhood.
Yeah, like they were all very close to him.
And, they're not friends with him because Charlie told you, or do you know some other way?
I heard from another source, and Charlie told me more, because I heard like one or two friends didn't talk to him through someone else. And then Charlie told me others weren't friends with him either.
Okay.
So both.
Wow. It's all catching up to him, huh?
Yeah. That's funny. The other girls also knew that he cheated on them too. Gosh, he must be awful.
Well, I mean, some guys a leopard can't change their stripes, so.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know why he puts himself in this situation. Like, he could have had a perfect life,
He had all of it. He had a lot going for him. Wow. So, all right.
So you just came here to speak to people about the case?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Inaudible. Trying to see what else. Inaudible. It's been a while, Case is still dragging on. The trial keeps getting continued.
It can't. He said it couldn't get continued this time. He said October was the final.
Not necessarily.
He said they can't do it anymore.
Yeah, they always can.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
The attorneys can put in for reasons.
Uh-huh.
Their defense attorneys are the ones putting in the continuances. Inaudible. So they can.
Do you know why they're doing that?
There's been no reasons.
To find more, I guess.
No, it wasn't us.
It's not us, it's the defense.
Or the prosecution. It's the defense.
Oh.
The defense is trying to. They're the ones that.
Oh, his attorneys?
Yeah.
Yeah, they get filed for continuances. So, get ready for the trial, and there's different reasons that they will continue the case. So, so.
I mean, what facts do they need to prove that who did it? Like physical evidence? because I heard they found the gun or something.
It's not, circumstantial evidence. It's just putting it all on the case, putting it before a jury
Uh-huh.
to be able to prove that it's beyond a reasonable doubt that it was done. So there's a lot of evidence out there.
It's not one big thing, it's just a bunch of pieces all together that make the big puzzle.
Yeah. Cases like a puzzle. You get a bunch of pieces of it and you put it together so you can see the whole big picture and how it works out. You get so many pieces that all point in the same direction. It's hard to say.
Uh-huh.
You weren't involved. These guys, this guy has kids with Katie. That's a fact.
Yeah.
The guy who did the killing has kids with Katie, and Katie, inaudible.
Yeah.
He killed Dan Markel. Why did this guy kill Dan Markel?
And as you see from the media, it was all out there. It was all on TV, why if it goes in the media, someone gets arrested, why does Charlie call Katie right away?
Another thing, now that I think of it, the phone calls on how the affidavit came out and says what time they all talked, like around the time. I always know Charlie, and I know he hates talking on the phone like for a long period of time. He's a texter. I mean, like, he'll talk one time, but I saw him going back and forth with Katie on the calls, like, and I said, "Oh, why do you guys talk so much?" He just said, "Well, she doesn't live with me like you." And we would talk in the morning and yada, yada. But I know he doesn't wake up early. And I saw the times they were talking, and it was like 7 or 8 before 10 a.m. or something. And I know his schedule, and I know him, and I know at nighttime too is when he's talking business, which is when the night before they were up, like late or something. I don't know. So I kind of thought, like, oh, that's kind of odd. And
Yeah.
like, I know you don't talk to me on the phone all the time. So why were you talking to Katie? Like, what are you talking about?
Right.
You know?
It's definitely something that stood out.
Yeah. What about him and his mom? Do they talk?
They don't ever talk like that late.
1 in the morning?
They talk in the morning a lot, but they don't go back and forth like how he was calling everybody and hanging up and calling back.
Uh-huh. That's pretty odd, isn't it?
So I just knew he never called me like that. So I said, what were you talking to Katie about, like, so much?
Was there ever that gut feeling for you after seeing that and seeing his behavior that was like, wow, he really could have done this?
I mean, yeah.
And that's obviously an opinion. I know it's not evidence. I'm just asking. As a woman, you get those gut feelings, and then they're usually pretty accurate on a lot of things. Like you, I'm sure you get those, like when you think he would be with other women, another girl and stuff.
Yeah.
The behavior.
Inaudible. Right.
Yeah, so when you saw that in the media, and then how his behavior was in the calls, and that's not his normal behavior, that gut feeling, that ever kind of like, wow, this guy could have really done this.
Well, things that he would do, like out of the ordinary, like not tell me where he's going or periodically leave and like being secretive during the investigation kind of made me wonder, like, why isn't he involving me or telling me what's going on. And then,
Right.
like, I would see him.
If he was really innocent.
I see him really stressed a lot about it, like he's very affected by it.
Right. And an innocent person, if he didn't do anything,
He can't even.
why would you be worried?
Yeah, so I did have like sometimes a thought in the gut feeling, but I never knew because
Right.
with as far as I was concerned, I was still like in a perfect relationship and stuff. So I kind of like put my blinders on a lot.
Right.
So I can just stay with him.
Right.
But it didn't work out that way anyway.
Yeah.
So,
That's understandable. Unfortunately, that's something we women do, so.
yeah. And I do know that I'm better off. I don't know why. I cared about him a lot, I guess. So,
The illusion of the perfect relationship and everything.
I don't know.
Turning out ways.
I tell you this, you're not the only one
That, what? What?
that felt that way and is going through the same process.
Oh, I thought you meant about him, like the other ones didn't. Inaudible.
Oh, well, that's I'm not telling you what other people told me.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you that you're not the only one that has fallen for him like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Inaudible.
He's good at
It's
it's doing that.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if that makes you feel any better or not, but
Yeah, I know.
it's understandable.
I mean, I had to get rid of all this girl stuff in his house. And like, I knew he was a player, but I don't know. I guess I thought he would change or something. Mhm.
You're not the only one who thought that too.
Exactly.
He's like 40 now
Yeah.
and
Would think.
Yeah.
41 now
Yeah.
without marriage or a kid. So it's like, kind of like, I guess he likes that. I don't know.
Yeah, well, he's got the kid now, so.
Well, that's why he wanted a kid. He didn't want commitment.
Right.
So he can control and
Yeah.
cheat on the side and stuff
Uh-huh.
and do whatever he does.
Exactly.
So,
You're better off. You are.
thanks.
Yeah.
Definitely. It will work out.
Yeah, I guess time will.
Be patient.
And then think I was like, well, if everyone is telling me it's so bad and he really did do it, then why is it taking so long? And at a point, I wanted him to go to jail. I was so mad at him. But now, like, I really do feel bad if it actually, like, happened. I'm picturing him in jail. But I was like, I didn't like him for a long time, a couple of months. I was like, I hated him.
Well, that's understandable too.
So, so I was like, why aren't they taking him yet? And what's going on?
You know, investigations take time.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
Yeah.
you can never put a timetable, especially one of this magnitude, you know?
And then his voice was just always telling me, like, you know nothing. Don't talk to anyone. if they ever call you, come here. So I always I guess, was trained on not saying anything because he told me not to.
Right.
Inaudible. Why would he say that, do you think?
I just think he didn't want me to make it worse. He even got mad when I was in the paper and stuff, but that wasn't my fault.
Why?
And I said, "You never told me about this, so."
Yeah. He should, inaudible. You should be mad at him.
Yeah.
And he said I sounded stupid or something, and
Oh, goodness.
Blame it on you.
that I looked bad in the picture.
Yeah, you looked fine in the picture.
He's trying to, yeah, don't worry about that.
He's deflecting. He's trying to put it on you where.
I guess he inaudible.
So, you being mad at him,
So you wouldn't ask him questions.
inaudible, mad at him,
You should have been mad at him. You were blindsided. They came up to you and you had no idea what was going on. He knew what was going on all along.
Yeah, so I just thought it was weird that he never asked or wondered once, who really did it. He never mentioned, oh, I wonder who did it, or this person might have done it, or I feel bad for Dan, or no remorse or anything.
inaudible. Not told you how terrible he was, right? How bad he was to Wendi, almost like he deserved it.
And then when I first asked him about Wendy's ex, he just said, "Oh, he got shot." It was just period. And he didn't give me any more information.
No details.
I was okay.
Really?
He just said they don't know who did it, and then changed the subject and stuff
Really?
before you guys even the case came up again.
Yeah.
Inaudible.
So he used to just shut up about that whole thing,
Just not talk about it at all. Just say he's dead and that's the end of it.
That's kind of odd.
and it's like a weird explanation. Yeah, like they shot him
It's kind of odd,
in the head, and they don't know who did it.
especially since they don't know who did it.
Yeah.
It would be kind of odd.
That he wouldn't be curious
Yeah.
himself or something.
Exactly.
Inaudible. Anybody.
That's what was weird to me. I'm always like, well, if you didn't do it, then who do you think did it or something? And he would never show any sympathy or anything, like curiosity or.
Wow. Okay.
And then he would also say he was so horrible to Wendi. And
That's everybody. The whole family he's dead and they don't care. He's just this bad person to Wendi. It's kind of.
that's just all I've heard from them, yes. Not the dad or anything.
But Mom
And Charlie.
and Charlie.
Is dad just kind of there and he's just kind of real quiet, or
He talks, but he talks about other things. And he's usually in the background, quiet or doing his own thing.
does the mom kind of run the family, do you think? Is she kind of in charge kind of thing, or
I think she's more involved with the children. Like, she definitely talks to Charlie more on the phone, sees them more, they're closer. So I think she's kind of like in charge, I guess you can say. But I didn't really see them like too much. So, mm. But one time when I did see them on the way there, he used to get so mad and violent, like that he would start like throwing water on me, and like he threw my purse outside and dumped outside of his lawn. Like he started getting really mad.
Why? What caused him to do that kind of stuff?
Well, anything would trigger it. Like if I mentioned other girls, but primarily when the case came up, everything ticked him off.
Okay.
Like he started getting red and screaming and would take random walks, like just acting like a crazy person. But I mean, because he thinks he's going to jail, I guess. I don't know how that feels. So,
Right.
Right. It would be like
we would get into a lot of fights, like after like yelling physically,
like we saw in the news. You mean when the case came out? What do you mean about the case coming out?
just during the whole thing, like in the media when they signed his affidavit and he didn't go to jail when Katherine got arrested, when Lewis got arrested
Inaudible.
with Garcia or whatever. So like every time something would happen, it would like,
Inaudible.
and he would have to take Xanax and deep breaths and like smoke every night because he can't sleep or be alone. He could never be in his house. He would tell me, like, I have to go outside or I need to leave the house because I'm just going to think at home. And he would get mad at me if I didn't want to go on the boat because he didn't want to be home. Like, he just said, you don't understand. And I don't know. He started getting like, not like crazy violent, but like just little things would make him very angry. Mhm.
Throwing the water on you and stuff?
Like he shoved me before, but nothing else. Like, just like moved me once.
I'm sure that was pretty scary, especially if he's enraged like you say he was.
Well, I got scared of him once, yeah, because he was like forcing me to go on the boat and he was like just acting crazy. And I wanted to leave because he was scaring me.
Right.
And he wouldn't let me. He was like following me and watching my every move and stuff.
Wow.
Well, it definitely sounds like you're much better off just by hearing from your own words.
Definitely.
Yeah. Well, now that you're bringing all these times up,
Yeah, it's easy to see when you look back on it
I know.
and think,
You try to block it out, I'm sure.
because when you miss him, you think of all the good things and you forget about all these.
I think it's just because the other girls are with the baby and the dog, and I always think, what if that was me and stuff? But
The way I see it, be glad it's not you.
Yeah,
yeah, I know.
Be glad it's not you.
Whatever happens, if he did do it, I guess he deserves whatever is going to happen.
Exactly.
exactly.
And you don't need to be involved in that. You don't want to be in that house and dealing with that, going through what you went through, inaudible. You don't want to deal with that, inaudible,
Thanks.
Yeah,
inaudible.
Have you spoken to, like, his neighbors or anything?
No.
Should we?
I don't know. I just know the one on the right to him, they're like best friends.
Are they?
But he probably, since he's very close to Charlie, I don't know if he probably doesn't know anything either.
Yeah.
Who do you think might know something that we could talk to?
I don't know, because I don't know who he was involved with before me, like during that time. Mhm.
Right.
So the ones I did know of they came. I don't know if they came when I came, but they're not friends with him anymore, so.
With the ones that we talked about a while ago, the ones that who aren't friends with him, or are you talking about somebody else?
A while ago, some of them.
Like live girls, are you talking about the girls?
No,
Like Darren and.
yeah.
The other guys?
Did you already talk to him?
No.
We talked to a bunch of people.
Who are the guys? Are there other guys out there that we should that are no longer friends with him that you haven't talked about?
I don't think so. Just the ones that I mentioned to you.
Okay.
Okay.
And then Corey is a part of their crew who lives by him, but he wasn't that close to Charlie. He only knew of him through another friend, like an acquaintance, so.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else you can think of?
Not like an exact detail or event, but basically that he was just a totally different person when the whole thing came up, and he changed for the worse, and he was scary. We just wanted it to end, like when I was with him. So I think he just wants his life back to how it was.
I'm sure he does.
Yeah.
But I do know he makes his bed a lot and sleeps in it too.
Yeah.
He's always like not thinking before he does stuff. Sometimes he's very like,
Inaudible.
he just likes to have a lot of fun, and he's irresponsible, I think, just because he doesn't have to work now, and he has nothing else to do. He likes to drink and stuff,
Inaudible.
Uh-huh.
party.
So let me ask you this. Was he talking to Katie a lot while you were dating before this whole thing became public?
No, not at all. Just during.
So after it hit the media, that's when he started talking to her again?
At least not that you know of, right?
Yeah, not that I know of.
Did she work for him?
No,
What about, did you see the media reports?
I think she was working for the dermatologist, Jerry, that she worked at his office, Katie.
Did you see the media reports showing where he was getting a paycheck? I mean, she was getting a paycheck from him.
Yeah, I think it was before I was with him or something.
Okay. Did you ask him about it? Did he ever talk about it?
I did ask him, and he said, oh, yeah, she would just do stuff or whatever, like help my mom or here and there. So then he was like, they didn't even look at where Katie worked, like 6 jobs, he said, or something. He used to say she could have got money from a car accident, tips at her night job, or whatever, but I don't think it would equal to as much as they're saying. But,
Yeah.
like, yeah, I guess so.
Did he say that she was driving his dad's car?
Yeah, I saw it in the 2020 or
What did he say about that?
He's like, oh, they make it seem like it was a nice car. It was an old Lexus that my dad wanted to get rid of and something. I don't know.
So they just gave it to her?
Did he give you a car?
No. I mean, I was using this car. He bought the Range Rover for a little, but he got rid of it. I don't even know why he bought it.
But you were dating him, right?
Yeah. And my car, it's like getting old. So I just didn't want to be driving it. He said I can use it.
He hasn't offered you any cars since you all broke up, has he?
No. But he wanted to get me a BMW before the case. And
When you all were dating?
then he was like, I can't do anything now for you because the case, they're tracking my finances.
Well, I mean, I guess it goes to show you guys were dating and he was wanting to do that. You know, they're not even together and he's giving her a car.
No, I know. That is weird to me. And he says he never paid for any implants or anything that they're accusing him of doing or something.
Of course, he's going to say that. The car. Did he have that car when you were dating him?
Which one?
Did you ever see that Lexus? That Lexus.
No, I never seen it.
He had already. You never seen it before. Okay. You started dating him in 15, you said. No, you met him in 15.
And then a year later, you started dating him.
A year later. Is that what it was?
Yeah, it might have been 16. I have to look at my pictures and stuff.
That's okay.
Yeah.
But you never saw the car. Okay, okay.
I might have met him in 14, actually, or like around. No, because he was with Whitney. He wasn't with Katie when I met him. So it was after Katie.
Okay.
I think Whitney might have been right after Katie. I'm not positive on all his girlfriends, but
Right.
Yeah, nobody is. Okay.
it does sound like I mean, it's like a piece of work, I guess, to figure out.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what we're just trying to figure out in Audible. The kind of excuses he gave you and talk about some of these things. You said that Katie worked for his mom?
He just said that she would help out and we paid her, for little things. And
Help out where? Like how?
he didn't give me any specifics, but I think he just met, I don't know. I don't, he's probably lying to me, honest. I don't know.
Okay.
Because Katie worked at the dermatologist office and a real estate office for a while. So I don't even know when she would be working at. She had like a lot of different jobs, he says.
How do you know about the dermatologist in the realty office?
Well, Charlie told me that she worked at the realty office. And then when I went to see Jerry I think before I knew Charlie or something, Katie was at the front desk and I met her there.
Okay. So you saw her working
Before I even knew Charlie, like everything.
Right.
So I've seen her like once.
at the office.
It was a couple of years ago. Like,
When she was working for Jerry?
yeah. And she might have been dating Charlie at the time, but Jerry is also not friends with him anymore.
He's not?
No, not for a while. Not even when I was with him. They stopped being friends. So,
What caused him to have a falling out?
something about a roommate dispute. Like, he blames Jerry for using his house. Like, I don't know, to sell something there. And the neighbor told him, like, something really stupid. I don't know. Something like when he was out of town, like Charlie was away, and Jerry did something in the house and he kicked him out of the house or something.
Okay.
Sounds like Charlie doesn't get along with a lot of people.
Yeah, it does. I mean, now that he doesn't have friends or anything, he did scare me one time. Now that I think back in the text, he was coming back from Thailand or something, and I had to pick up his car at his friend's body shop to get done. Oh, no, my car was there. So I had his Mercedes, and I had to drive the Mercedes to pick up my car. And I had it planned where I would bring both cars back to the house, but I found out that he was with that girl in the Philippines. So I got mad and said, I'm leaving your car at the shop. You can get it when you come back. And he like went ballistic and he said something like, I'm warning you. You don't know what's coming to you, or something, like threatening me. And he scared me because he was like you messed with, you're going to regret it, or something, like saying like scary things to me. He would do that a lot. I think he was kind of like, I guess you can call it schizo sometimes. He would be lovey-dovey one second, like X's and O's, and then the next he would be a totally different person, like yelling, like mad at you, screaming, like, and then go back to like being fine, like flip.
Wow.
Flip that switch for nothing?
Yeah, I mean, I still have conversations from him, probably, but I'd have to dig through.
Texts?
Yeah, but the text said, like, he would say, like, when he would get mad, he would just say to watch out or something,
Inaudible.
just like things like that, which I thought was really scary.
Was all this after it kind of came public? Or has he always been like that?
No, it was all after.
Okay.
During the beginning, he was like an angel. And
then,
right when the media thing came up, a lot of things changed.
maybe it's finally seeing his true colors.
And maybe that too, because we were together longer after that part.
A little bit of both, probably.
Yeah.
So I guess I still know him like at the beginning. And then we blame everything on the case. Like,
It's easy to do that. I mean, he has not blamed himself for his own actions.
yeah. And he was like, if I did it, I would have. Don't you think they would have accused us by now or something? Saying things like that.
Sure. Inaudible.
Yeah.
So you think you might have some of those texts still, you think? The conversations with him where he's threatening you?
I probably, it's in WhatsApp. So most likely if I dig through it like years ago or something,
Inaudible.
it's probably in there. Like I'd have to look through it. But like when he gets mad, he gets mad. He gets like really angry.
Inaudible. Did you
And he always has to have his way. He's very selfish.
end up leaving his car that night? Or did you end up taking it back to his house?
I left it there.
Did you? Good for you.
Yeah.
At his friend's shop. Who's his friend?
His name is Solly. They're still friends.
They are.
Yeah, I think he's one of the few left. Him and Robert Stanton are still friends with him.
Okay. Anything else you can think of?
I don't think so. I was kind of caught off guard now, but I'm trying to think back.
Sure.
Nothing that comes to mind right now, no.
Well, you have my contact information.
Did you call me today again?
I did.
That was your cell phone?
Yeah, that's my cell phone, so you can reach me on that.
Before you pulled up, actually.
Yeah, it was right before you pulled up.
I didn't even know who you guys were. Did you follow me in?
No.
I came after you?
We were
We were already here.
Oh, so you already went to my door?
No, we hadn't gone to your door yet.
Oh,
We just happened to all get here at the same time.
oh, that's funny.
we didn't want to talk to your roommate because we didn't want to, like you said,
And you recognized me?
Yeah.
recognized your car.
You have your Keller Williams picture on the side.
Oh, yeah.
So we were like, that's her.
That's funny.
So, yeah, we didn't want to, like we said, we're not trying to mess you up or anything like that.
No, I know.
We're trying to stay low key. And
Yeah, it's nothing against you guys. It's just my issue with him, I guess.
we know.
We understand. We understand that. We just have to, we have to do our job and we have to follow up.
I know. I understand.
And we try to do it quietly so the media doesn't know we're here talking to you.
And my sister was like, you need to talk to them. Everyone wants me to say everything bad, but I don't really know anything. And
We just want you to tell the truth and whatever, and whatever you know. We don't want you to tell us what you think we want to hear
uh-huh.
or what you think we're looking for. We want to know truthfully, and that's all. That's all we needed.
And I don't know, this little tip helps, but we're looking at horoscopes, and I was reading his to him, and it said something like, something you did back then will come back now. It's going to take a big toll on your life or something. And he's like, wow, isn't that so true or something?
Really?
Oh, wow.
This was after the media stuff came out?
During, yeah. Because he was always stressed, and I said, look what your horoscope says.
And he said, isn't that so true?
He was like, wow, that's on point or something.
Something like that.
Uh-oh.
So
yeah.
that's also what made me think
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't read my screen anymore. Okay.
Yeah.
That would make me question it too.
If you didn't do it, why are you saying that?
Okay.
Well, if you think of anything else, let us know.
What's your name? I'm sorry.
Patrick Sanford, Special Agent Sanford, FBI.
Do you have a card I can have?
Uh-huh. Mine's in the car.
I think I've heard of your names.
Here's mine.
There's a website or where people, a blog where people kind of talk, web sleuths or something.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
And that's, I think they all follow the case.
I can't read. It's all blurry for some reason. Can you guys continue reading me?
Sure. My name is on the arrest affidavit. So that's where it's coming from.
Oh, I've heard it somewhere.
Yeah.
I thought you were just part of Kappelman's team or manager.
No.
I don't know.
No, my name is on the arrest affidavits for Katie. So that's where my name probably got out there. So you read some of the blogs.
Yeah, he usually has accurate information because those people are like the diehard fans of following up.
Follow every little detail of the case.
Yeah, so they always post, and I'll check in every couple of weeks. I used to look at it every day when we were together, but
Trying to cut him out of your.
no, I mean, I can't really control anything now or what happens to him. And I'm not with him. So I'm just like, whatever happens, we'll have to go our separate ways, you know?
Right.
So,
Well, my cell phone is not on that card, but you have my cell phone number.
okay.
It's all my other contact information. It's my desk line and email if you ever need it. But you have my cell phone number in your phone. That's what I just called you from.
Okay.
So you can call me on any of those, They all go directly to me. No one else will answer them.
Okay.
Okay. So, but if you think of something, because I know we sprung this on you yesterday, there might be things you think of later.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, yeah, this happened. Like,
He might call me. I mean, he asked me last time, he's like, can I call you like whenever just to talk or the next couple of weeks?
well, he's not going to know. We're not going to say anything about talking to you. And you don't have to tell him you talked to us. I would, I probably, I would advise you not to tell him.
Yeah. I don't even want to get
It's going to cause you problems.
involved.
Yeah. He's going to really drill you. And really,
I don't really want to know what's going on with him.
he's going to go inaudible. Yeah.
Inaudible.
Yeah. He's going, he's really, he'll really start questioning you and really want to know what you told us. And
He'll hire someone for me eventually. I don't want to say that.
no, don't say that. Yeah, no. But yeah,
That's what I was afraid. Inaudible.
I hear you. Yeah,
He's like crazy.
you never know. When someone is facing, you never know. Uh huh. Just keep it to yourself. That's the best way to, yeah, that's my best advice I can give you. It's keep it to yourself.
Yeah, I don't have any responsibility to tell him now.
Yeah, absolutely not.
I don't owe him anything anymore.
Absolutely. And like I said, We're not telling anybody. They don't even know. I mean, yeah. We come down here periodically and talk to people, and we don't let them know we're down here talking to people. The only way they are going to find out is if you say something.
Uh-huh.
And then, like you said, I advise you not to. It's, you don't need that headache. It sounds like you've been through enough with him as it is. Move on.
Yeah.
Just move on.
Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah.
Uh huh.
Life. Mhm.
Yeah, that's for sure. Absolutely. All right. Okay. Well, thank you so much for. Yes, thank you.
Sure. It's funny you caught me here because I was like literally in and out
Yeah.
from my mom's house.
Well, like I said, we just pulled in. I'm glad we did, inaudible. Having to bother you.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We didn't want to do that. We just wanted to.
Yeah. I think just Charlie's voice in the back of my head. And it's like, don't talk to anyone.
Right.
Don't talk to them.
Yeah, he's conditioned you over a long time.
So I was like, maybe I shouldn't like get involved.
Right. That's. He didn't want you to get involved. So, all right. All right. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Yeah, thank you.
Sure.
Give us a call, Inaudible. If you need anything at all, give us a call.
Okay.
I've got a card out in the car. If you want it, or you, Inaudible. Inaudible. We're always together. So,
Okay.
okay. But you can always call the FBI in Tallahassee too.
Is there a trial in July? Is there supposed to be one?
It got continued, Inaudible. They are both together in October. They're together now.
Can they change that they're apart again?
It's possible, but I don't think so. I mean, the judge ruled to put them together, so
That's better for you guys.
I think so. Yeah, because you have one trial, Inaudible. Witnesses at one time and testify at one time instead of bringing them back, as opposed to two separate trials. I mean, it's better for the witnesses and the family and everything of having to go through it twice.
Uh-huh.
Definitely. So that's where it's at right now. They're both going in October.
And Charlie and the family is not invited, like they're in it or anything?
They're not under arrest right now.
Yeah.
There's no warrants for their arrest right now.
So if they won the trial, it would be dropped or
A It's hard to say. It's hard to say what would happen. Yeah.
that's what he thinks.
If they were found not guilty, it's hard to say what would happen. He thinks that if they win, then the whole thing is going to go away. And
Well, that's why I guess I heard that's why they're telling Katie to be quiet or something.
who's telling Katie to be quiet? Charlie?
Charlie. Katie's attorney who Charlie is paying. That's what people say.
Oh, it's what people say. People say. What do you know about that?
I don't know if it's true.
What did Charlie ever say about her attorney or inaudible?
He's like, oh, it's BS and stuff, what they're saying about that. I'm paying the attorneys and
So you have no idea if he was or not? You never saw him trying to do anything? I mean, he's got a lot of cash, right?
well, I know he would always talk about multiple attorneys and say that Katie has a great one and would like brag about hers, that it was next to his or something like, I don't know.
Oh. Katie's attorney is next to Charlie's attorney?
Like he knew of them or something. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Did he ever say anything about how he was telling them to keep quiet because he thinks it's going to go away? You heard that from him or
No, I heard it from the blogger people.
okay.
Like, that's their theory. But also, we want, because he's like, Katie's got full immunity and she hasn't left or whatever. So he's like, because we didn't do it or something. Mhm.
Who's Charlie's attorney? Do you know?
I don't. I think he might have switched them. He might have a few. I really.
Like the one who's next to Katie's attorney?
No, because I don't know. No.
Miami is a big place. There's a lot of attorneys in Miami. Fort Lauderdale. It's kind of a coincidence that Charlie's attorney is right next to Katie's attorney, isn't it?
No, I know. It's, I mean,
He never said anything else about that other than being a good attorney. Never really talked about did he know her attorney is, or anything.
I think he knew them because he would praise them and say, like, I remember he told me the name and had me look them up or something, and they worked for celebrities or famous athletes who got off, he says,
Uh huh.
like, who, like, he won the trials for or something. Mhm.
All right.
So he thinks, I think he's just planning to win and move on, but I don't know what's going to happen. Mhm.
Yeah. Inaudible. Yeah. Take it to a jury, and the jury decides. So that's how it works. All right.
So you guys are going to be there.
Yeah.
And do you have to talk also?
Uh huh. Inaudible.
I see. You guys were at the scene or no?
I was not at the scene. My other partner before her was at the scene. I was involved on the day it happened. I was there that day, and then I kind of had a break from the case, and then back on it.
So did you interview Wendi that day?
That was my other partner, that
Oh,
What
inaudible.
page are you on?
125,
Okay, because I got it back.
line 20.
Yeah, he just retired
Line 20.
recently. That's who I
Yeah,
worked
okay.
the case with. We worked it for a couple of years, and he did all that, and then he retired recently. And she actually took his spot. But she's been helping us with the case throughout.
Throughout all of it.
Yeah.
I know Charlie is a jokester too. So that TV comment and the other ones, I just see him saying those.
About the hitman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, why would he even say that if
Yeah.
I thought that was weird, but a lot of the stuff online makes it,
Like when you put all the facts together.
yeah.
Just think there's stuff that hasn't been released.
Oh, wow. And my sister is always like, it's a no-brainer. Like, obviously.
And that's just the stuff that's been read.
Everyone says inaudible.
Yeah, that's just the stuff that's been released, so
Oh, wow. Yeah.
so that's already pointing at him.
I think I was always like, oh, well, he hasn't been arrested and he's not guilty until proven.
Uh-huh.
Or, you know, that whole saying and stuff. So,
Innocent until proven guilty,
Yeah.
especially when you have him in your ear telling you he didn't do it.
and he's like living his normal
And
life and stuff.
you're involved with him.
Inaudible.
Emotions.
Yeah, they're going down monthly. I guess it was, I thought we were going to like spend the future together. Like, you know, he was the first one, I thought.
Something more than just a right now situation.
Yeah. So it was weird to like crush all my dreams and stuff, but I guess it's for the better. So,
Hang in there. Be patient.
Yeah.
You'll do fine.
You're making it without him so far.
thanks.
It will get easier as it goes.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, we'll let you get back to
All
a lot more time than we anticipated.
planned on it, yeah.
Sorry to keep you so long.
Yeah, it's fine. I talk a lot too, so once I get started.
Okay, we're going to end this at 7:55 p.m.
Okay, so we're done. Thank you guys.
Good deal. Nice reading.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
My whole
yeah,
screen
that was
went
fun.
blurry.
No problem. We recovered.
Good.
Yeah. Okay, so let's take a look at the comments here and see if you guys want to answer anything. Hope June finds a nice guy. Yeah, hopefully so. Angela says, not now. You make an excellent point. Even Lacoste needed therapy after dealing with Wendi. Hope June gets some help too. Okay, thank you, Angela. She says, awesome, Judy, Toni, and Remy. Bravo. Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah. June only wants rich guys. June does deserve a good man. Bravo. I feel so sorry for her. I can't help it. The rest of her life, she has this burden. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Trying to be forlorn, right? Yeah. I hope you guys appreciate this tank top that I had to get for this.
Very fitting.
You look so good.
This is, it's tight. I think it only comes in size extra, extra small. And it's
What did your
supposed to be
husband
very,
say when he saw you in that?
what?
What did your husband say when he saw
You're
you?
like, what the hell are you doing? The things I do for YouTube, right? Well, I don't know how many people are going to be offended. So
Uh,
why are you doing
That's-
that? You're a disgrace to the profession. Yeah. Okay.
So
hope
what
you
does
got
everybody think about Katie talking soon? Let's chat about that.
Amazing.
yeah. Oh,
Let's
leg
hear it.
kicks. Yeah. Sorry. There's really not enough room to do some leg kicks over here because I have stuff all over the floor and a chair and a little table and stuff here. So no leg kicks today. And I don't have an orange hula hoop to do some hula hooping stuff like the Hooter girls either. So, because my brain.
She
Well,
tried out for the Dolphins, right? But she didn't make it. Or did she make it?
Yeah, it sounds like she didn't make it. So I guess she
Okay.
just happened to have pictures of herself wearing the tryout outfit or
She
uniform
made it to one of
on
the
her
final rounds.
social media. Yeah,
She did, huh?
that's too bad. Yeah. So, okay, so we're talking about Katie now. So, yeah, it sounds like she is probably going to get a deal, but we have no idea what valuable information she is going to be able to give to the prosecution and whether they really need it or find her credible
Maybe
enough.
she'll only have to serve about 20 years after the whole thing's said and done.
That's what I'm guessing, and I wouldn't really feel that bad about it. 20
Right,
years,
me neither.
that doesn't seem too bad given that, she wasn't really the mastermind behind the whole thing, as far as I know.
I just want the goods on the Adelsons and I'll be happy.
Yeah, the Markels deserve to know the full truth of what happened, and the real instigators should be punished.
I love that Christopher DeCoste is going to represent her for this whole situation. I mean, he is awesome. The way he started in with Wendi that last time when he said it's all
Yeah.
about you, isn't it? That was epic. When he just
Yeah.
opened it up by saying, "This is all about you." That was truly one of the most epic moments of this whole thing, in my opinion.
Good moment it was.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were really down on Tara Kawas and are probably glad that Tara is not the one that's going to be with Katie to do the proffer.
Do you think he's doing it pro bono?
I have no idea, but it's definitely getting him a lot of publicity, because now we're all
Yeah.
talking about him.
Right.
Yeah.
I bet you he is.
Yeah. I mean, I think that if I were an attorney and I had already been paid tens of thousands of dollars, to do this high publicity trial twice, then maybe I would feel like, okay, well, what's an extra trip up to Tallahassee then, just to finish out the case and hopefully look like the good guy and get lots of positive publicity for my practice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully Katie will be telling the full truth and that the prosecution will find that she is, credible enough to be valuable and make some sort of deal with her.
Seems like Christmas is coming early for the prosecution and Kappelman.
Yeah. And I kind of feel that if Katie is given a deal and they know that Katie is going to spill the beans, then probably Charlie would make some sort of plea deal too.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah, because then he'll really, really be scared that he is, in fact, going to be convicted.
I just want to hear from Donna and Wendi, though. I want to be able to, I want them to be deposition, I want them to talk.
Yeah, but they don't have to. They have that constitutional right
know.
to testify against themselves. Yeah. So that's why we need Katie to spill the beans, because I think she knows dirt on all of them.
She could have been in there at the kitchen table with them planning the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah, there could have been multiple meetings, not just that beach trip where they're taking pictures on the beach, but also, multiple meetings at somebody's home or wherever over dinner. It seems like they weren't afraid of talking about stuff out in public at these busy restaurants, thinking that they wouldn't be heard.
Right.
Yeah.
Charlie was way too confident. He just thought he was way too smart. He thought he was smarter than everyone. You just can't, this modern day and age, you can't be that dumb.
Yeah. Well, I think, Charlie's mistake also, assuming that he was the one doing all the planning of the minutiae, why would he trust Katie's drug-addled drunkard bum of a, baby daddy to do this murder?
I don't think that he knew. I don't. I think that Katie just said, I know someone, and that's it. I don't think he knew it was her boyfriend till it all hit.
I don't know. I'm not sure because, at that Dolce Vita conversation, Charlie did say something about how, Sigfredo's not mad at me, is he? And then wanted to buy him a GoPro or get him gifts or something.
He gave him the gift cards, right?
Yeah.
He tried to give him what
yeah,
was that all about? Such a bizarre gesture.
Well, we're going to know soon.
Yeah, I sure hope so. I hope it doesn't fall apart. But did you guys see that Surviving the Survivor show recently where Dr. Carm was saying, well, not to be a Debbie Downer or something, but, what if everything falls apart? Things
Yes.
could all fall apart and then we don't get a deal and we don't find out from Katie anything of use.
Man, I just cannot even imagine that right now.
Yeah.
What Katie thinks might be valuable might not be very valuable to Georgia.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but at least she still has Christopher DeCoste as her attorney, so hopefully he knows that
He
she
felt
better
it was
bring the
worthy
goods.
and it warranted a trip up there, right?
So I wonder
Yeah.
what her attorneys think of her now. Oh, so you did lie.
Yeah. But see, that's what they were talking about on Surviving the Survivor. They had that criminal defense attorney, Jeremy Mutz, who used to work for that Tallahassee prosecutor's or state office. And then they also had Preston Scott, the radio show host from Tallahassee. Yeah. So they're saying, well, she could definitely say something that she was afraid of Charlie. So that's a very credible reason to have lied before, that she was afraid for her life or that her kids could be threatened.
Yeah, Charlie was in jail, though, when she testified the second time. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. So, okay. Yeah. Hi, Dawn. Thanks for being here. All the regulars are here. It was a really good interview with Jeremy Mutz. Oh, so speaking of attorneys, you guys, I'm really excited because I think I'm going to be able to get Chuck Collins to be a guest on a live stream show next Tuesday. So, I was really surprised. He responded to my email really quickly yesterday. And so we're going to talk on Monday and hopefully he will agree to be on live on Tuesday. So
that's awesome. Can't wait.
So he was Luis Rivera's attorney.
Sweet.
Yeah, so it's so cool. It's like a attorney celebrity who is willing to show up, because I did try to contact Sam Zanganeh, but he never responded. I'm not sure if he ever got my message through this website that I sent it through. And I'm also going to be interviewing Ruth Markel again in a couple of weeks, so we're scheduling that. Yeah.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm. Did you guys see the interview with Ruth Markel that was out today on Mentor Lawyers site?
I have not seen that. I'll check it out.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. There's a lot of new information about Dan Markel and the family. So yeah. But again, she didn't really want to say for sure if they're going to file a civil lawsuit against any of the Adelsons. So
they might all be in jail soon, so she should hurry if she does.
Yeah, it's true. It's like, what assets do they have? They already put them all in trust, or who knows what has happened to the assets. One interesting thing that I did find out from that interview today with Ruth Markel that's on Deep Dive True Crime, she said that she really had pretty much no contact with Charlie. So, she hardly ever saw him. It doesn't seem like she saw him after Dan's wedding, maybe.
She probably seen him. She probably hadn't even seen him a handful of times the whole relationship.
Yeah, because he's like this playboy type of guy down near Miami. So why would he want to go up to Tallahassee when Dan's parents are visiting? So
they probably met when they were married and met when the kids were born, and that was it.
Yeah, or not even when the kids were born. But yeah, but she did confirm with Mentor Lawyer that no, Charlie did not offer his condolences after Dan died. Charlie wasn't there at the funeral or the memorial service, didn't send a card or reach out to her. So that's not surprising.
No.
Judy, it looks like we have a request. Toni Stack Sullivan is asking for me to do an impersonation of the undercover agent that called Charlie, so I will give my best. And I would say, quote, "That's my brother, man."
Well, that guy's name was Oscar Jimenez, right? The undercover.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I think his name was Jimenez. But he did not sound like any sort of gangster type, who might be the brother of a Latin King member. Give me a break. He spoke to like in an educated way, like a college educated person.
It was pretty unnerving, though. I think his tone was no BS. Mm-hmm. And I'm pretty sure it sent a chill down Charlie's spine for sure.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Thanks to Fancy Fiction's wiretap phone calls, we know that Donna and Charlie and Katie, they were all in a tizzy over that. So
thank you, Fancy.
Yeah. Thank you, Fancy Fiction. And oh, Maui Swift is here. Everybody is here. Thank you so much. Yeah, Remy is crapping. Yeah, so Remy, I don't know if you want me to say this, but you're going to New York soon. So I made a joke to him. I was like, oh, well, now we know we got to do our live stream now because he's going to be leaving for New York the next day. So,
I saw that in the email.
Yeah, just another Markel Adelson reference there. Yeah. Oh, okay. So say this, Remy. My brother helped you with your problem up north.
My brother helped you with your problem up north.
You sound too nice. Yeah, that doesn't sound convincing or threatening at all.
I can't get that deep voice. That guy has an extremely deep voice, though. Definitely unnerving.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to find someone else that fits the the Latin King gang member, family member character better. Yeah, so thank you guys all for being there. I guess we'll take a look at everybody's comments later. Oh, okay. Thank you, Skeeter Girl. Thank you, Legally Antoine and Observation Station. Oh, yeah, sad day in Raleigh today. What's going on in Raleigh today? I haven't even looked at the local news yet today. So it's kind of interesting to find someone else that cares about the Markel case who is sort of local to me. So yeah. Do either of you two have any thoughts to share about, about the case or anything else?
It's just heating up. Stay tuned. We'll have a lot of things to talk about really soon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
'Tis the season. I love to see this new announcement about Katie willing to talk. So we'll all be tuned in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Well, so hopefully everything will go through with Luis Rivera's attorney, Chuck Collins, being willing to either be on a live stream
Can't
or
wait
be
for that.
interviewed by Zoom. Yeah, because I have a lot of questions that I'm thinking about asking him, although I'm not sure if he'd be willing to, really spill the beans about what's going on behind the scenes because Lewis still needs to testify again. So I'm not sure if Chuck Collins would still be advising Lewis on that or whatever, but we'll find out soon enough. So please tune in possibly on Tuesday if we can get Mr. Collins as a guest. And then in a couple of weeks, I'll have a, not live, but I'll have an edited interview with Ruth Markel again soon. So thank you.
Cannot wait for that.
I know. Yeah, I'm really hoping for justice. Finally, it's been so many years, but once again, I still think, this had to happen this way, even though it's dragged on for 8.5 years since Dan was murdered. Time kind of worked to the prosecution's advantage because the Adelsons, especially Charlie, has pissed off so many people and made so many enemies. People are finally willing to talk and are not scared anymore.
I bet you the prosecution's going to have a lot of witnesses.
Yeah, they have so many witnesses that they probably have to pare it down to the most important ones if there is a trial. Oh, the Christmas. Oh, okay. So I guess there was, I think I saw that on the local news that locally there was a Christmas parade. This is not the Waukesha one with Daryl Brooks, but another Christmas parade where some kid got hit by a truck. Oh, okay. Well, that's horrible, but at least it doesn't sound like it was deliberate, like Daryl Brooks going around mowing down everybody, right? Yeah. Okay. So we'll just call it a night then, since it's been well over an hour. So thank you guys so much for your time and everything, and hope you guys enjoyed this.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you. I hope you have a good trip, Remy, and good weekend.
Thank you so much.
Toni.
I'll try to stay safe.
Okay. Yes, definitely stay safe. There seems to be even more crime up there these days. So, yeah. Okay. Have a good night then.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Thanks.